All right. I'm here. There we go. Hey. I can move these away. This can go. This can go. And here we are. Okay, fantastic. Well, welcome everyone. Happy International Red Panda Day. Yeah, welcome. Let's see, is this working? Nope. Wait, why is it not working? Come on, OBS. Cooperate, please. Yeah, there we go. It's working. Cool. Then I can close you. Hello, Crocs and Peter Leader. Welcome to this stream today. The plan is to build the Red Panda habitat. We're probably gonna stream for not too long. I really want to catch Eben's new video when it goes live at 3 p.m. So that's in just under 2 hours. But I'll probably be back tonight with a second stream, working some more on the either the Red Panda habitat or the park, because let's take you through a little update. I'll probably make a separate update video for this as well, but I have been hard at work while I was... Let's start from the beginning. While I was prepping the stream last night, I came to the conclusion that... Why is it saying that? Oh, well, whatever. I came to the conclusion that there was a very big error in the park. Basically, and I kind of knew this for a while, that the reptile house was at too big of an angle, and that a bunch of other things weren't exactly right, but I thought it wasn't as bad as it was and that I could work around it. But I went to investigate and found a way to make super high resolution screenshots of Google Maps. So let me actually show you that. Over here I have the capture, and this is a 10,000 by 10,000 pixel screenshot of Google Maps of the Beekse Bergen. And if we zoom in, you can see that it is incredibly detailed. Okay, it's a bit woozy and blurry, but yeah, you can see where all the fences are. You can see individual people. I guess Windows Photo Viewer isn't great at zooming in. But yeah, so I took that into my file that I use to look up whether everything is in the right spot, which is this file. It has a grid which matches the grid that we have on the zoo here. So yeah, now I finally had this high resolution screenshot. Before this, I had stitched together various screenshots that I made myself on Google Maps, and I wasn't very good at that. There were a lot of errors and things didn't line up properly. So now that I had this high resolution screenshot I could put on there instead, I was able to see a whole bunch of mistakes. And luckily for us, the entire first half of the zoo is actually still good. The entrance is right, all of this is right. The only big real issue is that the elephant habitat, I can actually show you here, and the elephant habitat is a little bit too low, like half, not even half a grid really. But that was actually, if I remember correctly, we actually did that on purpose to give us a little bit more breathing room in the Africa village. So that's why it's all kind of down a bit. But the giraffe field is actually a really big buffer for that. So it doesn't really matter if this is a bit more down, because we can just make the giraffe field a bit smaller. Or even just move everything down, because down here is the safari resort, which I'm not even sure we're going to build yet. So what was wrong, however, was the reptile house. You can see it over here. it is way off, right? Like, it's really easy to tell. It is like almost two grid pieces off, like it's 1.5. Not only is it in the wrong spot, it's also at a very big angle, much bigger of an angle than it should be. It's almost diagonal, whereas over here it's like a lot less slanted. So what that means is that the bottom of it is even more to the left, and that is a very big issue because we don't have a lot of space on the left. Like, the end is over here of the grid. So if we just remove, no wait, not you. If we just remove this again, the end is right there. So we already don't have enough space to fit everything on here, because there's still a bit of the car safari that's currently outside. And I should add that this image has already kind of been scaled down even further than what it's meant to be, so it's kind of squashed. You can see that when you look at this restaurant. It's supposed to be a circle, but it's more of an ellipse. So even the scaled down version, we're still missing a bit of the zoo. Now, take into account what would have happened if the reptile house remained where it was. We would not have had enough space to build any of this stuff. So I just had to go in and fix it. So right now, if we look at this image, the reptile house is over there. It's a little bit bigger than what it's supposed to be, but I think that's fine. I want the inside to stay the same. I can't make that any smaller, I don't think. So right now it's in the right spot. We have measured out where everything is supposed to be. It's now 100% accurate because it's one big screenshot instead of my clumsily stitched together screenshots. I wish I did this at the start of the project, because that would have saved me so much hassle. But yeah, in Planet Coaster we had the scenario editor, what is basically a potion, an option I guess, to make Sandbox bigger. I don't know if this option is also in Planet Zoo. I don't think it is. As far as I know, we have to deal with the cars we've been dealt. But I'm fixing it. It's just gonna take me probably around a week to get back to where we were. I've got everything that we used to have over here, so I can sort of copy stuff over, but I mean, all there is to copy over is fences, barriers, and paths, which can't be copied over. Like small stuff like this I can still copy over, but the main bulk of the work is going to be redoing all the pathing inside of these areas, including, sadly, my little impossible pathing situation that I had going on here, which is a shame. I had to get rid of it after all, even though I thought I saved it before. But yeah, that is kind of that situation. But don't fret, I was considering making most of the stream be fixing this instead of building the Red Panda habitat, but that was mainly because I didn't know yet how I was going to fix it. But now I do. I'm like, we are fixing it. It's almost fixed, kind of. It's just, yeah. So the problem was, I didn't know whether or not I would need to change save files or whatever. So building the Red Panda habitat was kind of a gamble, because if I build it right now, I'm kind of committing myself to this save file where, well, I kind of broke everything. But I am 99.9% sure that I'm going to be continuing on with this. So we can be continuing on with this, the Red Panda habitat. So let us lower the grid a bit, because, or actually, I might, wait, let me cancel that. I'm gonna wait, because we're gonna have a look at some planning first, because this is basically what I was doing last night. before I... oh, sorry, there's something in my eye. That's basically what I was doing last night before I found out that everything was wrong. I was, just drawing out where everything had to be, and that's when I kind of started noticing that things were wrong, very, very wrong. But what we can do right now is, through a combination of this grid and some reference photos, we're gonna sketch out where the habitat is supposed to be, and using that sketch we can start working on the terrain and build the habitat on top of that. So that's basically my kind of go-to strategy or way to build this sort of stuff. So let's go over here, and on the other screen we can see that there's a path going past the water all the way down there, and because we have the grid we can easily tell it's going through the middle here, it's going right to the side of the crossing there, the other side, etc. So in game we can take a terrain paint brush. I'm going to deselect the grid because that is causing us some lag, and now I want to make sure that this is kind of the width of a path, so let's make sure that it is. There we go. And we're going to sketch out where that path is going to go. So over here it's going through the middle of the thing. Will the hippo enclosure become larger or remain the same size? It is actually gonna be larger, because if you look over here you can see that in the old one, let's see, in the old one it goes from over here to over there. So wait, let me actually sketch that out. So in the old one it was, oh no, that's not a brush. In the old one it was this. That's actually too big. Wait. This is the old habitat. And now we're gonna look at what it's supposed to be. Okay, maybe it's not gonna be that different after all. I thought it was. Oh, wrong layer. This might not be as big a difference as I thought, but I think. Okay, a bit messy, but no, it's gonna be about the same, but it is gonna be more accurate, and that is what matters, I guess. There we go. Goodbye. Okay. But let's get rid of you. You. Because we're gonna look at the path. Where am I? What? Oh, I'm rotated. Okay, so it goes for the middle here. Then it goes to the side there. To the other side there. And over here it's gonna be in the middle again. So now we just draw that out. We connect all the dots. And that is kind of giving us a sketch of the path. So in the future I know that that is where the path has to go, but I don't want to put down a path yet because that will lock up the terrain, and we are going to have to do some terrain editing here. And now what we also want to do is just get this. I'm marking out where water is going to go using the heavy soil. I'm using light soil to mark out habitats, and grass to mark out kind of bushy areas. So we come over here, and this is where the viewing area of the sloth bear enclosure is going to be. I think you don't want to be. I think you don't want to be to get the walk over habitat for sloth bears, walk over for guests. That would be so much work and maybe a pain in the ass. Yeah, no, the bear bridge, as it's called, is not going to be feasible. Because I cannot have it look right and also have it be functional for guests. and I prefer the aesthetic over the functionality in this case. So yeah, I kind of got that. That is the main bit of the viewing area, and it goes kind of diagonally. Not really this high. I should be at 100%. That's why it's not going very well. Okay. There we go. Here goes a bit diagonally, and then to the side here. Yeah, that's better. Okay, then over here we have a big, well, not big, we have just some greenery. I think that is about right. And then on the side over here there is going to be a moat for the Sitatunga habitat. So we can just kind of draw that out like that. That is about where that goes. And I think I'm going to continue drawing the moat for a moment, because that is a nice indicator of where things need to be. Sorry for my really sad and bad English. I pass it with a lot of luck. Oh, that's fine. I can usually make out exactly what you mean. And if you ever get stuck, just say it in Dutch. I'll translate for you. Right, that is that, and then over here passes out like that. Okay, so that is the moat. Alright, first things first, we are gonna have to get rid of the old drawings because they are very wrong. You can, this just shows how far off we were in the previous case, because yeah, it really was all wrong. Like you can see the sloth bears in my original planning were over here. Well, they should be over here. Red pandas are gonna be over here instead of over there. Like, it's a huge difference. But yeah, this is kind of my process of building habitats and building the zoo in general. If you have any other questions about that, feel free to shoot. Here's another viewing area, and then the path goes straight this way, and then here's a viewing area for the bears, as well as the exit of the bridge, which goes like that. But the path goes down, kind of on this side. Up until over here. And this is where we are going to be building today. The red pandas are going to be right over here. So we're going to have to move around a bit by the looks of it. This is about what we're dealing with. Bear! Yes, the bears. They're over here. This habitat is quite a new one for the Beekse bear. Yeah, I think it's actually the newest habitat. At least it's one of the few habitats that changed in within the year that I wasn't there. Because I was there in 2018, I think. And in 2019, the red pandas, within that time period, the red pandas had moved from their old habitat over here to their new habitat over here. So yeah, it's relatively new. Right, so the habitat itself is gonna be over here. Can just kind of roughly draw that out. I think I'm going a bit too far. Actually, not really. Surprisingly, it's kind of over here. And yeah, that is the red panda habitat right there. And then the bears are gonna be over here. Just about. When I was in the Beekse Bergen, they live in a forestry high ground habitat, and now it's much more open. It's a place where before the tapirs lives. Yep, that is true. I actually have, if I go into my albums, here's a trip from back in 2016, and I actually have a picture of a tapir, or a okapi licking its own Damon. I actually have a picture of an okapi licking its ass. That's fantastic. But I also have, I thought I did. Wait, where are they? Huh. Can't find it. I was fairly certain I had a picture of the tapirs in here, but I guess I don't. Well, I guess my memory is so vivid, I thought it was a picture I saw. But yeah, I do remember the tapirs being there. They were very, well, tired, as animals in zoos usually are. Okay, so over here there's some greenery. And that is basically the painting job done. Like, I have enough info based on this to start working on the habitat. The only thing I kind of really need, other than to flatten this area out, what I kind of need still is the rest of the path on this side. I have pictures of the tapir enclosure and the old warthog habitat. Yeah, I don't think I need them because the habitat is quite open, so it's not like I need the old habitat to be able to see what it looks like now. But that is cool. It's fun. It's fun to kind of have all those pictures together because you can really see the progress that the zoo made, kind of like how it progressed for the years. Okay, now this is quite hard to make out. I think I'm gonna have to kind of, yeah, imagine a bit of this. What I can see is that the tapirs are over here, roughly, and they have a viewing area over here with a path, and from my memory, okay, I can actually see the path going to there, and then that goes straight in here. This goes around a bit of greenery, while this actually goes into there, into the other viewing area over here. Yeah, I think that's about it. And then over here there's a bit of an adventure route, but that's, yeah, whatever. We'll get to that. Okay, so we have ourselves the terrain painted. Now what we need, and what's going to help with that, is if we kind of dig this up a little bit, because I need to have a bit of variation in terrain. Because there are a couple of slight elevation changes that we want to incorporate in here. And oh, there we go. What kind of mic do you, Rick? Don't. Why? I use a, I don't even know anymore what kind of mic it is. The brand is Citronic. And it's, it was like just a little bit cheaper than a Blue Yeti. And that's why I bought it. Because I didn't have enough money for a Blue Yeti. And that's back in 2016 when I first built my PC. Damon actually wants to know. Oh, yeah, it's a Citronic something something. I really wouldn't know. It's been like 5 years since I bought it, maybe even more. Okay. So, time for some pictures. I have prepared all the pictures I need in the album. This one got a little bit buried underneath all the other albums. But what we can see, well, you can't really see it, but it's very slight. And I know that I made notes of it as well, but I can't find them. And so I'm actually gonna quickly go. No, it's not in there. I have 2 books. Do you have a colorful keyboard? No, my keyboard is very bland and black. Alright, I know that somewhere I have a drawing of the elevation changes in this area. But, oh, okay, this is in the Africa village. No. This is something else. This is the Dik-Dik aviary. This is... okay, no, that's way too recent. I tried looking this up last night, but I couldn't find it. So now I'm gonna try again, because I'm stubborn. Hyenas. So I have it for the Okapi stall, for this area. But I don't have it for the... oh, hey, I found it! Elevation around pandas. So it's actually very flat, so that's pretty good. Because that's what we want, that's what we like to see. But we do have this big elevation change between the Congo Square and, well, this is kind of the main height of our zoo at the moment. Oh, that's paths. If at some point aviaries would be a thing in Planet Zoo and you can make them yourself, are you going to rebuild the aviaries? Yes, probably. I like so far with every update, if it included something that would help me make the zoo any better, then I have implemented it. So I would do the same for aviaries. Let's see, how big is this elevation change? Okay, wait, that's actually very slight. I think the elevation change is fine. It's about a meter in height. Okay, it's a bit too much maybe. I want to see, let's make it this tall. Like that. Yeah. Okay, that's the elevation I want for the panda area. Because the path, it's hard to tell in this picture, but the path does actually go downwards, ever so slightly. So, and the way that I always do very slight elevation differences, I actually did one earlier today around the tigers. Right, let's make this a bit bigger. There we go. Yeah, I actually did this today at the tiger habitats as well, because there was a difference in the elevation of these two areas, so it slightly travels upwards. You can hardly tell, but you can. Here it's 2 bricks and there's 1 brick. By the way, I haven't mentioned that when I was talking about the reptile house, but there's actually one big improvement over the old one, I guess you could say, and it's now that the terrain around it is all at the same height. Why, if you work with terrain tools, the terrain stays the same? Maybe the terrain turn everything in long grass. There's a setting. If you set the paint setting to sampled, you can select it as auto paint, which will make it automatically paint it like appropriately. So it will make the underwater stuff dirt. It will make very steep surfaces rock, and will make flat surfaces grass. And you can set it to use selected. So then if you select fine sand and I start editing terrain, it will make it fine sand. But I always put it on sampled, which means that it will take the terrain that is there and keep it. So it doesn't change the terrain when I edit around it, which is very useful if you want to do the whole drawing thing. So yeah, we have a elevation change over here. So we're gonna go and take a brush and we're gonna just keep clicking, and it's going to kind of make a little staircase upwards, and we're just gonna keep expanding that. It's making very small changes, but that's exactly what we want, because we want this elevation change to go starting over here and ending up over there. So we don't actually want it to be and steep anywhere. Though I think right now I'm actually not making any real progress with how slight my adjustments are. And what's great about this, because you've got all these other tools like the flatten to surface, which you can kind of use to do the same thing. And that actually shows you the slope that we have. But it does also show you that we are currently not there yet. And I can kind of chisel it a bit maybe, because I just want to get that slope very slightly. I can also go the other way, and I'm just constantly clicking. You can probably hear my mouse go crazy, but that's because I'm just making these very tiny adjustments. And it looks flat, but it isn't. We're just going to smooth that out, especially around the side here. And that is the elevation change done. So why are all these signs at an angle? I really placed them down in a haste. So yeah, now we have the elevation change. So yeah, this area is entirely flat. Like, there's nothing we need to do about that. If we just turn this around, we are going to have it be higher up over here. Like, well, but we don't have to do it now because this is not the area we're working on. It's just, I need to make sure the terrain is consistent, because that was the problem around the reptile house. The terrain behind it was lower than in front of it, so I had to make all these weird adjustments, whereas right now it's all just flat. So the indoor section is actually at the same height as the outdoor section, and also at the same height as the indoor section. In fact, I can actually remove. Oh wait, wow. Yeah, I actually have to lower this because it's shown through. I think that's fine, right? Yeah, it doesn't really show up. And this thing is no longer necessary. Okay, I do want you to be higher after all. Alright, I can just get rid of the terrain here. Actually, just chisel that away. Sorry, I got distracted. That happens. I'm actually better off doing you. Okay, tiny distraction. I'll be with the red pandas momentarily. Okay, cool. So yeah, that's the benefit of planning out your terrain in advance, is that you don't have errors like that you then have to work around. So yeah, the main kind of terrain challenge that we're gonna face here is the viewing area of the sloth bears, which is slightly higher up. But even that is not really something we have to deal with now. I just kind of put it down. Cool. But yeah, this area is entirely flat, so we can just kind of follow that road here, and then we get to the red pandas. So let's skip past the bears. I'm sorry if Rick is still watching. Here they are. Wonderful. But yeah, we're gonna skip past them until we end up right here. Yeah, we can see the road. There is definitely no elevation changes here, so nothing for us to worry about. So yeah, at the end of the road here we have this bend, and around this road there is actually a little hill, so we are gonna put that in. Maybe we shouldn't have it at 100%. So yeah, there is gonna be a little hill alongside here that is keeping you nicely sectioned off from the Sitatunga habitat. Like that. And then we have a bunch of rocks here in the bend, but that's just part of the hill. So on the other side though, what do we have here? Let's have a look. Alright, I'm quickly gonna check my Discord. I seem to have been added. Right, sorry about that. Someone added me on Discord and I wondered if it was important. Okay, so over here is that little hill, which is actually pretty tall because of all that rock work. But then on this side, do we have a hill? I guess we kind of do. So we are gonna put in a little hill along the side here. The most important part, the most important thing here actually is gonna be the barrier, or the kind of concrete. So I guess we should get started with that, because we're gonna make the terrain around that. Now the Google Maps image isn't really gonna help us with this, so I guess we are gonna have a look at this picture, because that shows us kind of the surrounding of the habitat very well. Oh, there's actually a little bend there that I didn't think of. Cool. Okay, so this picture is taken from over here. So we've got this straight wall, then a kind of diagonal there, straightens out over there, and it comes back around. So do we use concrete or plaster? I want to use concrete, but I'm not sure if it's too thick. So I might have to go with plaster, because concrete has become so much more versatile now that it's recolorable. Because now I can actually say, hey, this concrete is meant to be very dirty, so we're gonna make it a bit more green. Wait, let me actually not do it with the color picker, because that thing is annoying. If you actually select to objects at the same time, the color picker goes away and you can just flexi color like normally, like you're used to. Right, so it's a bit greenish and grimy. That's what we like to see. And we're gonna probably put the moss on there as well, using some of the moss rocks. But for now this will do. So I wish I had this side. That's always something I do a lot, is not finish my panorama shots. And then I'm always like, what's over there? What's on this side? But there were probably people standing there, and that's probably why I didn't finish it. But let's take this wall and put it at that slight angle. Over here. Alright. Something like that. And over there it's a bigger piece of wall at a bigger angle. We're just gonna have to kind of figure out what fits. This is a bit too big. We'll just split it off and shove it in there. We still have to move this a fair bit. I think something like this is actually gonna be fine. So let's put it in place. Like so. That is about where we're gonna want it. I could actually, I could also use the concrete barrier. That might actually help us make the curves and stuff a bit better. I'm gonna try that out. Go to barriers. So we're gonna take the concrete barrier, put it in here, because that is actually also gonna make it like that does actually retain the water as well, which is an advantage over the is an advantage over the using the walls. And of course the downside is that we have these pillars, but we can easily get rid of those. Not the best way to get rid of them. Let's see. Okay, we'll just get rid of them properly. I'm always curious if, like, what would happen if someone joins one of my streams and they just see me do stuff like this, not knowing at all that that was possible. Like, oh yeah, we'll just remove the pillars from the concrete barrier, like this. Because I don't like them. Okay. Let's put it back in place. Gonna have to re-straighten it out because those other barriers messed it up a little. There we go. Just drag these down. They're gonna have to be underwater anyway. So now we just... actually, let's do it pillar by pillar. Whoop. Like that. You have so many Planet Zoo tricks. Yeah, I'm gonna make a tutorial on the floating barriers, where you can put the glass under. It's on my to-do list. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I also have a video planned on how to make the grid that I have, like how to take these high-resolution screenshots and how to put a grid on them. Though that might take a bit more time because I'm gonna have to retrace how I actually made the grid, because I used a plugin for paint.net, so I'm gonna have to figure out how that works. I'll probably do an example, like I'll do an example zoo that I'll make a grid out of. So if you have a zoo, I'll probably do Blightorp. Like I'll make a grid on Blightorp as a like to show how to do it. There we go. Right, we've got our nice little barrier over here, which is also recolorable. Though the texture is not as nice as the walls are. I do say that. Like the walls have a nicer texture. Why can you down under the map? I can't. That is a question. Do you have flat top and editable bottom selected? This little setting over here. Because if you just have flat top, or if you just have undulating, you cannot actually edit the bottom at all. That is actually an important one. I'll make sure to include that in my tutorial on the the next thing, the floating barriers, because you do need that. And alternatively, I'm not sure if it has to do with this setting. What's it called? Maybe you have to do this, but I hope that you already have this enabled, because it's a stupid setting. Like, it has a reason, but I don't like it. I'm really not a fan of the color of this barrier. I'm also not a fan of the fact that it stays blue when I try to edit it, because that makes it really hard. I guess that's better. Okay, wait. We made so many adjustments. Wait, I'm gonna quickly save this as a blueprint so I can... Wait, no, I don't have to do that. I can just copy the color. That's much easier. Okay. Let's... Oh, come on! No! I messed it up. I don't know. What did I do? I did something to make it so that I can't rewind. If I place the picture in Discord, I can search the right color with the pipette. That is true, that's a thing I can do, but as you can see, if I put the same color on a concrete barrier and on a concrete wall, like these have the same color, but they're not the same color, clearly. So that's kind of the struggle here. Like the texture itself is actually altering the color as well. Right, I want this to be a bit more green. There we go, that's about the same. And that actually looks fine. So we can use the barrier after all. Okay. So then, what do we have? We have... I think it actually straightens out over there and then bends again. But I would like to investigate that theory. Oh, it actually seems to go around a corner? So let's investigate. Alright, here we have it. So, I think this is the same straight wall. Yeah. So over here, it actually goes down a bit. Right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna put you there, put you there, and we have another one and another one. Right, time to put some concrete in here. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. 2. Wait, do I need? I don't need you. It's just 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Cool. You go down. 1, 2, 3. I'm gonna do a neat little trick here again. No. Ah. I'm gonna make a very short barrier piece to make that little slope down. There you go. Because using my other trick, we can make this very short. I think I even want it even shorter. Maybe even a little bit shorter. And then it goes down. And this one as well. Oh, you gotta go down as well. There you go. Oh, that's not great. Damn it, it's either too high or too low. There we go, snapped in place. It does need to be shorter than that though. Because there is actually, and I know this. Oh wow. Yeah, there's going to be a lot of stuff to deal with. But there is this big kind of green space here that we have to work around. Goes around that viewing area. And up to up to there. So that's actually about right then. Now I'm actually wondering whether we did this right. Is this path in the right spot at all? I feel like this needs to be lower down. Like here. To make room for this. And a bit more room for the habitat as well. Because otherwise I'm not going to have enough space. So... okay, let me figure this out, because it's kind of hard to tell where everything is. I think I'm just gonna quickly draw on here. So clearly we've got this. I'm not sure about that last bit actually, because this is all just darkness. But from the looks of it, it goes something like this. And then you've got the wall. I think this is the viewing area. So we've got something like that. Which is actually a lot smaller than what we have here. But that does make sense, because the bridge I'm quickly gonna get some planks or something for the bridge because I want to put that in the right spot, because that is a nice identifiable thing. No, I don't want it to be concrete. Let's just get some. Let's not. Let's actually get some Australia wood pieces, because then over here is the viewing area of the bass. Then the bridge is down here, goes, alright, it's a zigzaggy bridge, has a lot of sections, goes like this, and it goes like this, and it goes like this again. But that's not the right spot. It needs to end up over here. Roughly. So why does that not line up well? It's because this needs to be more centered. Yeah, something like that. Happy Red Panda Day! Hey, thank you. I'm dressed for the occasion, as you can tell. All right. So this is the bare bridge. That comes out something like this. I think this can be a bit more at an angle. Alright, that's the bare bridge. So then the red panda habitat. There's a bit of greenery here. And over here. And by the looks of it, it's so blurry. Even the highest resolution picture. I mean, is it any better if I zoom in on maps? It can't be, right? Because I took, nah, it's not. Okay, I think this shape is about right. Let's actually have a look if we have another picture that kind of gives it away a bit better. Because I shoot. Alright. This is the one we were already using, right? Yeah. Why am I so bad at taking good pictures? You think I'd learn at some point. Because that's the back of the habitat. That's not gonna help. Okay, so it does kind of bend backwards. Goes like this. It's really hard to figure out sometimes, but I think we got it mostly. So it does bend kind of back. Yeah, we do that over here kind of. Then you have a lot of space over here, and there's some overhang of these trees, so I think we have actually more space here than it seems. And then, yeah, wait, I think that's the confusion. Like, these trees have a lot of overhang. And that's what's making it hard to see. But we've got something like this. Just a bit of space there. Yeah, I think this is about right. It's really hard to tell. Alright, I'm sure it's fine. Let's get to this. So the thing goes down, and it's not as long as this, not at all. Can I make this a bit more straight? I really like this new button they added, but it's very much in the way. Because I have so many buttons. Is it straight? Straight enough? I'd say that's straight enough. So you are gonna go like that. A bit further even, maybe. I think this is not it turning away from us. I think it is going up. I just need to get a better angle on it. Which I don't have. Wait, do I have the same picture open twice? No, this is a different picture. Okay. I want the specific picture that I know I have. Maybe I don't. Oh god, I hate myself. This is me being a perfectionist. I just have to make a call. Wait, can we see anything from here? I think all we see here is tree. Okay, these always take their time. Maybe it was asked previously about what animals should be added to the Beekse Bergen IRL if it was up to you. Ooh. Boy. I don't know. I kind of don't really have anything to complain when it comes to the animals in the Beekse Bergen. Like, they've got most of Africa covered. Okay. Of course, I didn't photograph the exact thing I wanted. I mean, I think there's a tree there, which is why I didn't do it, but still. Frustrating. Yeah, I wouldn't know. I think there really isn't an animal, like, I don't think there is an animal I would see as missing. Like, they've got most of my favorite animals. And so any other favorite animal of mine is not really something that would fit in the Beekse Bergen, like, not thematically, because they're like mostly Africa. Of course they have an Asia area, but it's still like mostly Africa themed zoo. So, alright, so I'm gonna say that this goes over here, over there. Links are Red Panda from the Beekse Bergen. You mean, like, did you send me a link? Haven't received anything. Alright, so it goes around, then around, and up again. That last part is probably not going to be made out of the concrete wall. But, yeah. And over here I am not going to be able to do a barrier because it's going to interfere with the path. I would like to see bongos added in the forest buffalo and Sigatunga habitat. Yeah, that's kind of the only one that came to my mind as well. I don't know why I didn't say it. And I guess leopards are kind of an African animal. copy and paste the link of the photo album or of the... Because if I share the photo album, it is kind of annoying for me. Because sharing an album kind of enables a bunch of settings. Or like it makes it more difficult for me to add new pictures to the album. So that's why I rather don't share my albums. See, 1, 2. Wait, what? 1, 2, 3. Okay, let's make this as short as we can actually. There is no link in the chat for me. I think you cannot post links in the live stream chat. I think YouTube automatically removes those. One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. I placed a link in our Discord. Right. Where? I don't see it. Maybe I'll check in a bit. Oh, 1 minute. Oh, you're doing it. Okay. I'll just quickly ready this fence. Maybe the Beekse Bergen style. Oh wow, why am I terrible at coming up with animals? Yeah, aardvarks are something I would like to see actually. They're cool. It's on the Discord now. Alright, I'll have a look. Okay, zoo chat. Alright. That does show a little bit more, yeah. So it just, yeah, I want that corner, like this part. Also, the others are still not in there. I don't know what's up with that. Right, let's see. No. Hey. I don't know. Like, this helps, but it's still not exactly what I want to see. It's like this little corner over here is what's confusing me mostly. But I think I got it. I think this is about what it should be. Why is it not letting me do that? Okay. Because it's just, it goes up and around, and then over here it goes down again. Can't go more down. Something like this. Yeah, I want you to be straight. Actually, not you, I guess. You also have to be straight. Not sure how I'm gonna decorate these with the bricks and stuff, but I'm sure I'll figure that out. Let's curve this one. Can I not do that? Are my settings bugged? Oh wait, okay, I selected a post. Okay, that doesn't do anything. Whatever. Oh no, now it's all curvy. Don't want that. What? Is it still curvy? Why? Oh, it copied my settings. Please do not copy me settings. Because I don't really want them. Anyway. Okay. And then this part is flat until it is not. And it goes up again. And that's where we're gonna use plaster and stuff, probably. Alright. That's cool. That's cool. Yeah, I think that is about right. I might actually... we could look up a video. I think I know one video that... what's this? I think I know a video that will help. I know that there's a video on the tape here. So that ought to show us the layout, right? Pretty well, I would hope. They're breaking the ice. Yeah, okay, this is the indoor stall, which I don't think is going to be big enough for us to be able to make properly, but okay, that doesn't show us that corner either, sadly. So let's check. This one I think is too old. It's going to be the old habitat. Yeah, that's the old habitat. So we have this one. While the park is closed. And it's just recorded from the same angle as I took my pictures from. But we got a little bit of a different angle. We can kind of see. I think I got it right. It's basically what this. I'm putting too much time into this stupid minute detail. As per usual. Let's ignore it instead. So. Hey there, have you ever been to the Beekse Bergen? Eben has never been there. We were planning on going there, but then COVID hit, so yeah, that sucks. I mean, if you ever do go, and I would love to come as well. I mean, it's free for me anyway, because I have a subscription, so if our calendars match up, then I could also join, because that would be a lot of fun, I think. So yeah, only just over half an hour left before we're gonna do a break. It's gonna be the watch Eben's new video break. Wait, is that the same color? Doesn't feel like the same color. It is, okay. Yeah, I've been, the last few people I've been with have greatly enjoyed my guidance through the park, because I know everything. I also like, sometimes when I'm alone, I would hear people talk like, oh, where is this and this and this? And I would just overhear them and I'll be like, oh, right over there. Just keep on walking. You're really nervous. It's your first Bro Coaster episode. It's big boy time now. Yeah, I guess. I mean, you did Koali. Kind of feel like Koali has more. Koali has more viewers. I feel like Bro Coaster might have higher expectations though. So, who knows? I mean, people have high expectations of you because you set the expectations really high because you keep making amazing things. So, it's your own fault. Let me get a path. No, wait, that's a terrible idea. Why would I ever start with paths? Terrain first, then paths. Okay, so we've got ourselves a little moat. Now I'm gonna get my water reference, and we can see that everything is flooded. Okay. Do you want a drink? No, I am fine. I have plenty. Thank you. My roommate looking out for me. Eben raises the bar for everyone. Bastard. Okay, let's see what this water level is like, because I feel like this is gonna drown him. I don't want to do that. Wait, did I make a copy? I guess I meant to do that. There we go. Right, that is good enough. So, yeah, that's better. We got a moat. Look, it's water. You can tell because it's blue. Okay. Oh, you are gonna want to be deep down under. I don't think we have to put the moat back there, do we? Yeah, it kind of stops over there in the corner. Okay. So we just keep pushing it until about here. Seems about right. Cool. And then the moat actually goes underneath the viewing area. Over here. Do I have a good view of that? Not this one. Okay. That looks like a moat. Yeah. I mean, a moat is not that difficult to make. Just dig a trench, put some water in. Alright. That does not show what I want to show. Or does not show what I want to see. This kind of does. I feel like the viewing area is more at an angle than what I think it is. And I also think it's a different shape than what I think it is. Do I not? Okay, I'm gonna shoot myself if I don't have a good picture actually showing the viewing area. Because I probably don't, because I never make one. Because I always forget that. Okay. That's decent. At least we know the shape. Let's temporarily make it out of Australia planks. Oh, nope. Yeah, do you know all the names of the red pandas? I know the names of the children. The newest girl that was born is called Binti. I know that the other children, the triplets from last year are Alice, Ariel, and Aurora. And I know that one of them is called Pari. That was the mother of the 3. But there is still the dad. I don't know the dad's name. Or maybe Pari is actually the dad. Because I think... I don't remember. Don't remember the context. I know that one of the photographers called me that one was called Pari. But I don't know if it was the dad that was sleeping up on the branch. Or if it was the mom who got the babies. But yeah. So that's all I know. Okay, let's group these up. Pari is the dead. He comes from my hometown, Aquazulira. Oh, cool. Okay, there we go. That's our schematic viewing area situation. So that is right along this wall. Okay, so it is kind of straight onto it. So at least there's that. So if we look over here, we see that. So that's good. Appreciate it. Then when did I place this? I guess that needs to be like that. Then we have... It's kind of funny how the red panda habitat was the area I have the most pictures of, yet we are still lacking pictures. Because I only was spam... I mean, when I'm there, I'm just spam clicking my camera button. Because I just want to see the pandas. Obstructed? No, you're not. Don't be silly. The new red panda habitat is much nicer than the previous one. Yeah. It's nicer for the guests. Not sure about the red pandas themselves though. It's harder for them to escape, so that's good because I've heard several stories of red pandas having to be tranquilized up in a treetop because they escaped. But I don't know, they're very shy animals and the habitat is very open. Though they are planting more trees, some of these pictures actually, so like over here, this was not a good habitat for them. Like it's far too open and exposed. But more recently, I'm just gonna keep opening new tabs for this. Like more recently, they've planted a bunch of trees, you can see over here. So right now it's already a lot more obscured. So it's turning out better. But at the start it was definitely too open for them. Yeah, the old habitat was very dense. Like it was hard to see them, but that's kind of the point. Like they don't want to be seen. So gotta respect that. But I'm sure they know, because yeah, I mean they know how to take care of the animals. So that's of course why they plant those trees. And this needs to be much shorter, I can tell. So you can also move in. And we'll just add one more bit of concrete here. I don't think this actually... is gonna work out the way I want it to. Oh no, it does actually have a side. I thought that it might have been. I thought there might have not been a texture there, because normally you can't actually see that side. But good thing it's textured. So we are gonna have a break in half an hour, but after Iben's video is finished streaming, I'll probably be back, and I am probably gonna be live tonight as well after I have dinner. So we'll be here most of the day. And there we go. Cool. Maybe during the break I'll add the Asia music of Planet Zoo to my playlist, because we are working on the Asian area right now. Okay, coolio. The video will be 32 minutes in case you want to know. That's cool. It's not too long. Yeah, I'll just start a new stream right as it's finished. Okie dokie. That is the layout, I think. The only thing I'm not sure about is this wall. Because we know it's there, but we don't know where it goes. So I kind of want... But I don't think I'm gonna have a picture of that. What DLC was the most useful for the project? The Australia DLC by far. And it came at exactly the right time. Like, animal-wise, South America was pretty good. Though not perfect. Like, I got some species that I can use to represent other species. But like the Australia DLC gave me all the janky little things, like the corrugated metal sheets, the rusty pillars, like exactly the kind of things I needed for the project. So that was just perfect. Like, couldn't have been happier with that stuff. I'm actually, like, the Arctic pack had some nice wood. And that's, but even that, like I used the Arctic pack wood in here, but even this I would actually rather replace with just regular planks, but I'm too lazy to do that now. So from the Arctic pack I don't think there is much else I use from it. But I mean, all the DLCs help, because it's always just more pieces that you can use to approach things. Okay. Wow, that is actually a pretty nice view. I think this one doesn't go as straight as I tried to look up International Bear Day, but actually type Beer Day. Oh, right. That is gonna give you some different results. Salt. I'm looking forward towards the barrel shelters. Not sure if they're going to be possible to make usable, but it would be cool. They are not going to be possible to make usable. I already know how I'm going to make them. Like if so, I don't know if any of you know Poison Blade, but he did a really cool build of a barrel maker workshop, and he said he would upload the barrel. I'm not angry at him. It's March 23rd, it's International Bear Day. Cool. Yeah, Poison Blade made some really cool barrels in his barrel maker workshop that he said he would upload on the workshop, but he never did. At least not that I can tell. So I'm just gonna try to remake his, because they're great. This is definitely more diagonal than I have it. So let's put that there. Okay. Alright, here we can see how that path goes. So kind of like that. Yeah, that will work. I think I have... is it this one? I know I have a picture taken, panorama picture taken at the... Yeah, this. This is actually what we need. It's the one I thought that was useless, but it's actually not. Because it shows us where that concrete wall goes. It just goes to the entrance. And then this bit of concrete is gonna have to be done using construction pieces, because we're gonna have a path here, which I think is kind of the next step, to be honest, to put that path in. Keeping an eye on the time. Right, like that. Not a fan of how this smooths off. I think that's fine, actually. I think... I think you should be a bit longer, shouldn't you? And then diagonal, straight. The diagonal, it doesn't look like it's that diagonal. Does it now? But there's no way of telling. Because this is a mess. It's because of all the shadows. Sorry, just a quick message. There, yeah. Right. Yeah, I think that's about right. So let's put a path there? Nah, terrible idea. Let's actually start with some grass, because we no longer need the paint to be able to tell where the habitat's gonna be. So we can just... of the animals that aren't in the game yet, but are in the Beekse Bergen, which one would you like to be added first in a DLC? Definitely the Californian sea lions. That's probably my next favorite animal that is in the Beekse Bergen but not in the game. And I would love to be able to make them actually able to use the entire habitat, like the entire water, as swimmable terrain. Like, I really hope someday, like, of course I'm skeptical whether or not we're ever gonna get aquatic animals, but I'm hopeful. Especially with what modders recently uncovered. I'm really hopeful that someday we'll have stuff like otters, sea lions. But regular animal wise, probably my, like, this is also a bit of an unrealistic one, because meerkats is another one that I would really like to see, not just for the Beekse Bergen project, but like in general. Penguins as well, just the African penguins. And after that, I think the right rhino. Also such an iconic creature, and like one of the most endangered animals in the world, I think. So like, it fits Planet Zoo's message about like, yeah, that stuff as well. I'm gonna get rid of the grid here because we don't really need it anymore and it's in our way. Because right now we are looking at the terrain most of all. So we've got all these little hills. That's kind of the main thing right now. The difficulty here is that the hill has to be kind of in the center. Oh, that is not bad. Yeah, and then we got another little hill over here. And it's always great to see the red pandas are kind of like walking around these hills and marking their territory. They're always out and about doing that, which is really cool. Alright, so we got some stuff here, and it actually kind of goes down over here. By the looks of it. Got a little hill there. Okay, they're a bit extreme at the moment, but we'll flatten them out. And that is that. And it goes up a bit over here. Now the main difficulty is going to be having the terrain be higher up around here without it sticking through. And what I usually do is I get it as close as I can using stuff like the chisel. Let's get a bit less power and size. Yeah, I get this up to it as close up to it as I can, but it's pretty much impossible to get it right, of course. So that's when I just use some tropical rocks, which kind of look like dirt, to close this off. So we've got this little ledge, kind of not perfect. It goes inwards because it slopes down. So we get tropical. Oh wait, actually, I never really type it out. I just type LR, and then you get the tropical rocks. When you search for them as often as I do, you kind of make shortcuts like that. Like, it works for all the rocks, because the rocks are the only thing that kind of have that space in there. So if you type RTR, you get desert rocks. Sadly, you also get the red desert rock now, because yeah, they share that in the name. So there's no way, like, even if you search for desert rock, you get the red desert rock. Meerkats, we need meerkats. Yeah, we do. I agree. Yeah, you can type 8R or even TER, and you get the temperate rocks, and Rara. Rara. That's the tundra rocks. It's really useful. Kind of speeds up your searching. It's just those little time savers. Like, I'm a super slow builder, so I might as well save time where I can, right? So yeah, that is super handy, indeed. Right. So yeah, we got that little bit of dirt. Oh, this side is actually better. Flip that around. Yeah, so you got that dirt sitting over there. I don't really want it to be peeking over. Just sitting on top. And now it actually looks like rocks right now, but if you actually paint the dirt around it, it blends in really well, if you ask me. So that's a pretty cool trick as well. Like, you can't use mulch on a temperate map very well because it's so dark, but this kind of acts as the same thing. So yeah, that's what we're going to do all the way around to get that terrain right. So yeah, we're probably going to stop in around 5 minutes, then I can get a snack and a bit of drink before Eben's video starts. Oh. But as I said, we'll be back after, so probably around yeah, 3:30 my time. We'll be back with more Red Panda goodness. Alright, it's a bit too much. Yeah, I think this one is gonna mainly consist out of the other rocks. As much as I like using terrain because it looks nice, it is also a burden. Just hide that all. There you go. That's looking pretty good. And yeah, there's gonna be rocks on top of there as well, which is pretty cool. But yeah, we just want to use the smallest rocks possible because we don't want it sticking out the other side. Yeah, you are not great. Since the rain is being a bit of a poo-poo. But that's what you got all these different rock types for. Right, gotta go, see you in a few. Yeah, will do. Definitely. Can't wait. Oh, that's a relative angle? What? That's weird. There we go. That is some nice dirt. And just paint around that a bit more. And when we come back after Eben's video, we'll continue doing this stuff. But for now, I'm gonna call it quits. I'll see you guys in about 45 minutes. I'm gonna go take a bathroom break, get something to eat, get something to drink, and watch Eben's video. So I'll be live in the chat there making puns and poking fun. But yeah, thank you guys for watching so far. If you come back after the break, then I'll see you then. If not, then have a good weekend, and yeah, see you in a few. I still haven't made an ending screen. Well, I'll just use this one.